What up, y'all? Today we back into another video, and I'm telling y'all why Steph Curry is a top 10 player of all time. Now, just looking at his stats, for his career, he averaged about 25 points, 5 rebounds, 6.5 assists, or almost 50, 40, 90, honestly. For his career, he's shooting 47.5% from the field goal, but that's almost 50. Then he's over 40% from the three, over 90% from the free throw line. One of the greatest free throw shooters of all time, and he's the greatest three-point shooter of all time. He single-handedly has altered the way that the league is looked at today in terms of what players need to be able to do, from being as small as 5'10", 5'9", up to 7'2". Really don't matter. Everybody needs to be able to shoot if they want to be extremely valuable to a team. And every team needs shooters. And that's because, and not just shooters, but shooters who can shoot the three ball specifically. And that's really a lot based to what Steph Curry was able to do in the league. Now, for his accolades, 9-time All-Star, he's a steal champion, 2-time MVP, the only unanimous MVP of all time, 2-time scoring champ, all-rookie player, 2-time scoring champ, as I said, 4-time NBA champ, made the all-75 team list. He's a finals MVP. He's an all-star MVP. In his best year in the league, it's a couple of years that you can say, but let's just go with the year that he was unanimous as his best year. He averaged 30 points, 7 assists, 5.5 rebounds, 2 steals. In 2021, he averaged 32 points, 5.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. And he's a part of what this generation has seen as the greatest dynasty for our time. And he's the front runner for that. Obviously, he had Kevin Durant on his team, so some people believe that he was better. But from what I saw, Stephen Curry was still the focal point of the offense. It was still ran around Stephen Curry and what he could do, but Kevin Durant obviously is who he is, so he still got off. He still did what he needed to do. He has helped 2 other guys become Hall of Famers. Obviously, they did things for themselves as well, but they really work well with Steph, as do any player, but Klay Thompson and Draymond Green worked really well with him. And so after seeing last night's game and him hit the dagger 3 on the Celtics, I'm thinking in my head, like, yo, do I really think it's 10 guys in the league ever that's better than him? I don't do too much of thinking of what the very old guys did, like 70s and below, because at that time the league just wasn't what it is. Even in the 90s, the league isn't what it is today, but you can at least see those games and see that these guys are still really good. And a lot of the guys that played back then could make the league today, just not as many, but it's still comparable. You can still put those guys up against these guys, and it could be a good fight. Obviously, it's different styles of basketball, but they're still good enough athletes to put up a fight against today's league. But in just saying that, off my list alone, guys that I think you could say is better than Curry that's not extremely old, you got 1 MJ, 2 Bron, you got Kobe, you got Kareem. After that, it get a little shaky. You got Shaq, maybe. After that, it really gets shaky. Like, this list, it could go either way. Is he better than Magic? Possibly. Is he better than Larry? Possibly. Is he better than Tim Duncan? Possibly. Is he better than Wilt Chamberlain? Wilt played so long ago that I don't even put him in there, but possibly. You can possibly put him above Bill Russell. It's really who you want to pick. But for me, I think he's definitely a top 10 guy. He could even be top 7. Now, Kevin Durant, is he better than Kevin Durant? I don't know. I don't know if I would say as a player he's better than Kevin Durant. I was and I am still a huge Thunder fan, so I saw what KD was able to do in the years that he was on the Thunder. And I watched him, obviously, throughout his career past the Thunder. He's still one of the greatest, if not the greatest player of our generation after LeBron James. But in knowing what he did for the Thunder, I also know what Steph Curry did against us. And every time we played the Warriors or had the Warriors on our schedule, I was scared of the game because I did not want to lose, and we lost to them a lot. Them coming back 3-1 on us in that 2016 season still haunts me to this day. It makes me extremely upset to even think about. But that was in large part due to what Steph did for the team. And his stats may not look the best in terms of what guys are doing today with the triple doubles that they're getting, or them averaging 35 points and 10 rebounds and things like that. But Steph affects the game in ways that you don't really see. You don't see it too much because you're not watching the game. If you watch the game, if you play basketball, you know it's certain things that players can do without the ball, and certain ways that they move that it affects the offense even if they're not touching the ball. At all points, you need to be looking for Steph. At all points. You can never get your eye off Steph, and that helps other players on the team be able to focus on what they have to do in terms of isolation ball or moving without the ball or getting the ball in open spots, because the defense is literally glued to what Steph is doing at all times. And it shows in his game and why the Warriors have been so successful, because he's such a great shooter. Now this year, his team has not been playing that well, and he's still averaging 28, 5, and 4. He'll be an all-star starter this year. Obviously, it's still his league. It could go to two others, but I see him getting that all-star starter nod again just because he's Steph Curry. He's one of the most popular guys in the league. But he's 35 years old. He's been in the league for a while, and he would have been a 10-time straight all-star, but he got hurt in that 2020 season. He's been the best point guard in the league for 5 to 7 years, hands down. So I think he gets that list. I think he gets the nod. I want to hear what you guys think. I got Curry top 10 all time, and if he gets another ring, I'm putting him ahead of Magic all time for the number one point guard. But that's it from me. From my eyes to yours, once again. We'll be back with another video tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'm out, bro. Peace.